Hey everybody, welcome back to Gideon Stuff. Listen to that thunder. It is a crisp and rainy November afternoon here in the Chihuahuan Desert. I've been trying to record. It's been rain noises, it's been thunder. I'm doing some stuff inside where me and the roommates are kind of renovating some things, so can't record inside today. But I wanted to record a video because I've got some cool stuff to show. And by the way, speaking of it being rainy and stuff, as you guys know, I'm from northern New Mexico. I grew up in the Rocky Mountains. I'm used to there being 2 feet of snow on the ground this time of year. And it's crazy. It's crazy. Beautiful down here, but I do miss the snow. It will never not be crazy to me that it's November and the leaves on the trees are still green. The organs are looking pretty. Anyways, what am I going to be showing you guys today? Well, you probably already know because of the title. But we're going to be taking a look at two of the latest and greatest from Ozark Trail. We've got this green-handled thumb stud and flipper knife. And we have the Stormtrooper crossbar lock knife. So, you're going to be seeing these in Walmart around about this time. Are they any good? Are they worth picking up? Probably already know the answer. I know. I'm late to the game with all of my videos. You guys probably... I'm recording this in the middle of November, but because of my scheduling, my upload schedule, you're probably not going to be seeing this until sometime in December. So you've probably already seen all the videos there are about these, but I want to give you my 2 cents anyways, because I'm a YouTuber and that's what I do, I guess. But both of these are $5, and unlike the Ozark Trail knife that made waves over the summer with a D2 blade, these ones have mystery steel. It's probably 3CR 13 MOV. Ozark Trail has used that steel a lot in the past. I won't be surprised if that's what the steel is on these guys. And for $5, 3CR is, are you really going to complain? Right? So we're going to save the Stormtrooper for last. Let's go ahead and talk about this knife here because I'm actually really impressed with this one. So right off the bat, this has a handle very similar to the original Ozark Trail Axis lock folder. I wish I had one of those laying around right now, but I did make a couple videos on that knife. We've got this kind of rounded shape with these cutouts in the scales so that the liners can poke through and you have your lanyard hole there. The liners are countersunk into the scales, which is really cool. I always like to see that. And these scales are actually contoured. In hand, this knife feels really good. That pocket clip disappears. The pocket clip, by the way, nothing fancy, nothing special, kind of a basic pocket clip, but it works all right. Let's go ahead and pull the other 2 knives I have in my pocket out. Yeah, not necessarily deep carry, but the pocket clip works fine. But in the hand, it disappears. I can't really feel it in the hand. In the hand. How many times can I say in the hand? And that's because it's wide, more surface area. The flesh of your hand's going to be dispersed over a greater area. So yeah, the ergos in this thing feel fantastic. You also don't have a cutout to access the lock bar. Sometimes lock bar cutouts can make the ergos, a little less optimal. Not all the time, but sometimes. However, you can still get to the lock bar really easily because it's proud. The action is quite good. This is running on bearings. We've got a nice solid detent. The thumb studs work amazingly well. The flipper tab works. It's not as good as the thumb studs though, and part of that is just because it has no jimping and it's a little bit small. So getting a purchase on it is a little bit difficult, but it's, once you know what you're aiming for, you're not going to miss a flip. The blade itself is really cool. We have a drop point here with a swedge along the top. The rain has really picked up. We've got a hollow grind. Got a little bit of a recurve in the edge, but very attractive blade, I think, and definitely going to be one that performs quite nicely. And actually, we should test the sharpness. Let me go grab some paper. Sticky notes acquired. Yeah, that's a very, very nice feeling edge. Why have I not gone all the way through the paper? I don't know, because I'm just not on my A game for cutting paper, I guess, today. I really like the green color on these plastic scales. Very cool. This knife kind of gives me bushcrafty vibes. Yeah, I like it. It's very simple, but it's actually really well done. The blade is perfectly centered. Just a hair of side-to-side play. I bet I could adjust that out very, very easily. Is it worth $5? Yeah, absolutely. These $5 Ozark trails are getting scary good. We'll just say that much for now. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the Stormtrooper. This is the one that most people are going to be excited about. Is it a worthy successor to the D2 orange folder? Which, by the way, I'm hearing rumors that they're coming out with a new version of that, so I'm going to have to keep my eyes open and get one, and you guys need to, you know, keep your eyes open too. Although, again, by the time you see this video, it might be too late. I'm sorry. Why do I stick to my upload schedule? We're going to take a little bit of a tangent. It's because I don't review as many knives as like some other channels. So it's not like I have enough knives to make a long-form video every single day. So instead, I've made a schedule that I stick to. I like to do first impressions and unboxing videos on Wednesdays when I have an unboxing or first impressions to do. And then reviews I do on Fridays, and then we do a discussion video or something like that on Saturdays. And then I fill in the rest of the days of the week with shorts. So that's my schedule that I have stuck to since day one, basically. Well, not since day one, but early on I made this schedule, and I try to stick to that because it helps me to stay consistent, but also utilize the review material that I have effectively. So that's why I do that. Anyways, onto this knife here. So we have a non-reversible clip. Right away, that's the first thing I noticed. That's a shame. The new Ozark Trail D2 one does have a reversible clip, which is cool. The ergos on this one feel really good. It's quite a bit slimmer than the orange one, and quite a bit slimmer than this green guy here too. But it feels pretty good. In fact, I've got that orange Ozark Trail knife in my room somewhere, but we're not gonna bring it out. Yeah, very good ergos. The blade to handle ratio is a little bit wonky. You know, you've got a lot of handle here and not so much blade, but you know, I can forgive that. What's interesting about this one too is it has cartridge liners instead of full liners, and they've done quite a bit of like skeletonizing on these scales. So this is a very lightweight knife, but it does feel very durable. I mean, there is, you know, some squeeze and some give in there, but it's not bad. The action on this feels better than my D2 Ozark Trail. The tension on the Omega springs is a little bit stronger, and that makes all the difference. This feels a lot more secure. This is a lot more reassuring than that other knife. If you saw my review of the other Ozark Trail knife, you'll know that I didn't have much faith in the Omega springs. They were fine through all the use that I did, but probably in time they'll probably wear out. The same is probably true of these ones, but they do feel stronger. They do feel quite a bit stronger, so I like that. Thumb studs are positioned really nicely. You got a good amount of pop. Yeah, the action on this is a pretty incredible crossbar locking action. Got a little bit of texturing here on the scales. The blade itself, again, kind of a probably 3CR, got a swedge up here. Hollow grind, very thin. This thing is gonna be a super slicer. Let's compare it to the thickness on this blade. And yeah, you can see there, this one's a little more robust. This is gonna be an excellent slicing machine. And speaking of slicing, let's go ahead and grab out my sticky notes. Yep, there actually is a little bit of a rough spot right there. You can kind of see we did a little whoop. But overall, nice and sharp, well finished. It's going to be easy for you to maintain that edge as well. Centering. Let's see here. Almost perfect. It's off ever so slightly to the clip side. Again, I could probably adjust that out. There is a little bit of side to side. So yeah, I could probably just tighten this pivot and fix all those issues in one go. But yeah, very, very cool knife. I kind of wish this one was in D2. I think that'd be really, really awesome. I do like the Stormtrooper motif. The color scheme on this is pretty fun. How's the coating on the blade going to hold up? Probably not real well, but is it worth $5? Yep, absolutely. Ozark Trail is making some insanely good knives at the $5 price point. I am constantly impressed. Are these the best knives ever? No, absolutely not. You know, I would not compare either of these knives to my Civivi Synergy or my Kershaw Mini Iridium that I have here. You know, these are much better knives, obviously, but they're not $5 like these ones are. And for a $5 knife, I don't think there's any better you can do. These things are incredibly impressive, and they're definitely worth buying, whether you're getting them for you or going to be giving them as gifts, which, you know, 'tis the season, so that's probably something you're going to be thinking about right now. But yeah, I absolutely recommend these. I do not know if I will do individual reviews on these knives. Most Ozark Trail knives, you see them, they're around for a couple of weeks, a month, and then they're gone. And they might be gone forever, right? So I don't know if I'll give these full reviews. If you want to see full reviews, let me know. I will do that if there's enough interest, but this video, I think this is the first impressions. It might suffice. But again, if you want to see a long-term review after I've put some use on those suckers, I will absolutely do that. Alrighty, but that's going to be it for today, guys. Big shout out to my channel members right here at the Cowboy level. I appreciate everything they do. If you want to become a channel member, there's a button down below where you can join and get access to exclusive perks. As for everyone else, if you enjoy this video, leave it a like, comment below, and subscribe. I've been Gideon, and I'll see you in the next one. Adios.